have the entire lounge to myself. I don't feel like happy. I don't feel like, oh yes, I'm going on a trip. There's literally no airplanes here. Empty cabin here as well. It's not fun traveling like this. It's just simply not fun. So guys, a wonderful good morning, and believe it or not, I had to dust my camera a little bit because I haven't been using it for so long. What's the situation right now? I am in Bali and I've been here for the past 3 weeks in quarantine, pretty much just staying at home and sitting it out here. I was just granted an emergency visa, and I probably will most likely be sitting out all this pandemic, the coronavirus crisis, here in Indonesia. However, today I'll have to do an essential trip to Jakarta to go to the embassy to get some documentation. If I could, I wouldn't go on a trip, and I strongly recommend everyone to stay home if you get it and you pass it on to someone else with a weak immune system, elderly or whatever. You can put their life into danger. So everyone, please be responsible and don't travel unless you really have to. I don't know, maybe you recognize the place. I'm here. I stayed here in the summer. I recorded a couple of videos here. I'm at the Bali Bustle. It's like a co-working and co-living place. It's a place where I get so much work done. And Bali is really a cool place to come if you like digital nomad, you're a YouTuber, you work online. Why don't you check out Bali Bustle? It's not sponsored. I'm paying my rent like everyone else, but it's a really lovely place, and you should definitely consider it if you want to get out of your 9-to-5 job and want to do something else. Anyways, I'll be flying Garuda Indonesia today in business class, so already practicing like social distancing. And then because of the crisis, hotels are so cheap that I got a room at the Ritz-Carlton in Jakarta for just $100. Okay, yeah, this is my room. This is where all the magic is happening. Like, that's where I edit my videos. The other magic is probably happening here. Joke. And my PlayStation. Always travel with my PlayStation. I play Fortnite with my nephew, but if you want to play Fortnite with me, add me at Go Travel Your Way. Maybe we can play an online game. Anyways, I'm all packed. It's just a one day trip, so I'm just going to stay for one night and then I'm going to head back. So today we're going to figure out what it is like to travel during a global pandemic. Yeah, we'll also see how Garuda Indonesia is dealing with all this, what they practice on board. Very interesting to see. But now let's grab my bag and let's go to Jakarta. Hey guys, sorry for interrupting today's video, but this review is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, a service that keeps you safe while traveling by protecting everything you do online. But also in times of Corona where we can't travel, it keeps you sane, because I'm stuck in Bali right now, and thanks to Surfshark VPN, I am able to change my IP to an American one in order to access my Netflix account and to watch all the documentaries I love. And it also works for Disney Plus, HBO, and all the streaming services you use. You can use it on all your devices, your computer, your phone, your iPad, you name it. And it is also the cheapest VPN on the market. And with the special code JOSH, you get 85% off and 3 additional months for free. It's an amazing offer. Do your research online. They're really, really good. I've been using them for years. So make use of the special code here and get your VPN right now in order to make your life a little safer and better. How's it going?
Good, good, good. Cheers.
Good. Omelette. You know breakfast?
Awesome, thank you. On my way to the airport, I witnessed how empty Bali was all of a sudden. This little paradise island turned into a ghost island. This is when I realized that today's journey is going to be different.
Oh, Jakarta.
Jakarta.
All good? Thank you. Good here. Alright, thank you.
So and right now I am inside the domestic terminal, and as you can see, there's literally no people here. Airport terminal here, which usually accommodate thousands and hundreds of people, and I've been here before, it's always quite busy. And you can also see on the board it says no operate, so most of the flights are cancelled. So Garuda Indonesia has like a dedicated check-in area here for business class travelers. I was told that the flight is pretty empty, which was expected. And yeah, just got my boarding pass. Gonna head to the lounge and let's see what the situation is inside. So usually, probably you remember my Garuda Indonesia economy class review when I left from this terminal, and it was packed, it was super busy, and there was literally no people here. And they also practiced the social distancing right here, so they crossed out the seat with a reminder to not sit next to each other. And also quite interesting, over there's a LATAM Airbus A350, which they don't have scheduled flights to Bali. It might be one of the rescue flights. Yeah, this is the scenes at the airport. You will see airlines which usually don't come here, but all of a sudden you have a LATAM Airbus A350 standing here. Hi there. So this is the situation at the lounge right here. I literally have the entire lounge to myself. Nobody traveling. Usually this place gets very busy. As you can see, there's no people. I said the lounge is really empty. I have it all to myself. But usually it's pretty busy, right? Yeah. With the suspension of visas on arrival here in Bali, those places get hit twice or three times as hard because they depend on tourism so badly. There's no real other industry based here in Bali. So this is when I get very emotional, because it's sad to see, because Indonesians are, from my experience, one of the kindest people on earth, and now they have to put up with all this. But still, despite all this crisis, they're trying to be like positive and have a smile on their face, which is something I really admire. And I really hope, Indonesia, you stay strong and we be back. Well, I'm still here.
See you. Thank you very much.
So, welcome aboard the business class here on the Airbus A330. And if you wonder what traveling during the global pandemic of coronavirus looks like, well, I've got an entire cabin to myself. There's literally nobody else here, so I'm definitely like practicing social distancing. Like a bit of sad scenes. The crew is wearing protective masks as well as gloves. But yeah, this is my seat right here. And Garuda's Airbus A330 comes in a 222 configuration. So usually on flights between Jakarta and Bali, they use mainly the 737. They have 1 daily or 2 daily flights on the 330. Don't know why during times like this where there's very little demand, why they swap aircraft. Might be maybe because of cargo reason, because they still fly a lot of cargo between Jakarta and Bali, but I am not entirely sure. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, it's like a bit of sad scenes to have like nobody in the airplane and it's still going to take off. It's not profitable, that's for sure. But yeah, if you want, I can give you a quick little sea tour, even though I don't feel like it, because it's, I don't know, I don't feel like happy. I don't feel like, oh yes, I'm going on a trip, I'm gonna show you a new product. If I'm not the happiest person today, you know why. Also, the crew doesn't seem very happy. They all seem a bit affected, I'd say. Like, I don't know. It's all a bit sad. It's one of all the observations I made today. The saddest is probably that you can see the only airplane right now is this other Garuda Airbus A330. But usually, if you know Bali, every gate literally would be occupied at this time of the day. Like pretty much all around the block, all the gates are always busy. It's such a busy airport. There's literally no airplanes here.
Lalu dalam posisi duduk saat pesawat bergerak.
Hey, also a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you smash that subscribe button? Would make my day. Thank you. So we're airborne and just gaining altitude. Crew just came by, asked whether I want to have chicken or fish. So there's no menu, like no physical menus. So the crew just came around and served the food, and she said everything is being sterile. So it's all wrapped, as you can see. Even the crackers are still kept in here, and you have the aluminum foil here on the fish as well. So clearly safety first. Despite everything, it looks beautiful. Look at this. The good thing is it's very spicy. So if there's any virus, any corona nearby, the spice definitely going to kill it. It's very lovely dish. Bit of a ghost flight, like a proper ghost flight. There's literally nobody, and yeah, still don't know what to make of it. So I paid a little visit to the economy class cabin, and as you can see in the back, empty cabin here as well. I don't think there's more than 40-50 people on board, and yeah, so you see it right now, right here, firsthand, what a tremendous impact this pandemic has on the aviation industry. Like, as a comparison, you can fit 180 people into a 737, and so taking all people from here, you could still put them on a narrow body plane that would be half empty. Sad times. So, and if you're wondering what the flatbed situation is like here on Garuda's 330, it's still pretty flat. I wouldn't even say it's angled. It's probably, yeah, seems like more flat than angled, to be honest. So this is what it feels like and looks like when you're flat. It's not too bad, like considering they're still flying their old business class to like selected destinations. I think Sydney, they do, probably a few others. But Garuda also received their brand new Airbus A330-900 Neo, I think 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and they're currently flying it to Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, during this whole crisis, don't really know whether they're flying it or not. But 2 months ago, I flew CityLink. They also have a 330-900. It was a wonderful airline. I was very impressed by CityLink, and they received 2 Neos from WOW Air, and they are now operating with the subsidiary, which is part of the Garuda group. So it's their low-cost carrier. But considering it was a low-cost carrier, I had a fantastic set of crew. They were amazing. And the food, they have like a dining option, which you can purchase, and it was like first-class dining. Like, what I ate today was nothing in comparison to what I had on CityLink. It was incredible. So we just started our descent into Jakarta, which was definitely one of the most bizarre and saddest experience in my aviation YouTube reviewing career. It's not fun traveling like this. It's just simply not fun. It's just like frustrating, sad, heartbreaking, just to put out a few words to describe my emotions. Very emotional flight.
I believe we can beat this virus, and I know that people will lose their jobs unfortunately, and some airlines may not survive this crisis, but we will recover. Traveling is part of our identity. This is who we are, and this is how we got here. And some sacrifices may be bigger than the others, but always remember that after every low, there's going to be a high.
I take care of. So I'm the first to get off the plane. Now we're gonna get a Grab and head to the Ritz. So also here, the airport, the arrival hall, completely empty. There's literally no people here. Let's see, like Jakarta is known for the worst traffic in the entire world. So let's see what the corona did or does to the notorious traffic jams here in Jakarta. So those cameras, they take or measure your body temperature. So if somebody has a fever or shows any symptoms, that's where your journey then probably ends. Also, the baggage claim area completely deserted. There's nobody. Nobody. Never seen Jakarta airport this empty. Yes. Just checked in through the Ritz. Here's my key card to give me a high floor, so let's check it out. 20. So it didn't really seem very busy here when they told me that the business is going down. All right, let's see. That's very nice. Nice and spacious. And what's that? Welcome. That's lovely. But wow, yeah, that is a very lovely, very spacious room. Nice big desk. And now let's check out the view, because that's what I always appreciate about a hotel. A good, nice and lovely view of central Jakarta. This is where we're located right now. And let's check out the bathroom. Wow, that's a lovely bathtub. I'm probably gonna have a bath later while enjoying the view. Yeah, got all the amenities here. Not one, but two sinks, shower, the loo, and a walkable wardrobe. Well, welcome to the Ritz-Carlton. What I experienced today on Garuda, and it wasn't a review, it was just like an experience, something that I don't want to experience again, because you could see it in everyone's face that nobody is really happy about the situation. You could see that uncertainty, and it's like I was the only person in business class cabin, and the crew was literally sitting there and they didn't know what to do. I really hope that we can all recover and go back to normal very soon. And as I said, that was an essential trip, and tomorrow I have a trip to the embassy. So please do me a favor and stay at home. I am not a good example right now, but unfortunately, because it's a bit of an emergency situation, I had to make this trip. I didn't get close to anyone. I was absolutely social distancing myself from everyone. Next time I get an empty cabin, I hope it's during normal circumstances, because in that case, I'll be very happy. Other than this, guys, thanks for letting me share this experience, and let's be all nice to each other. Let me know in the comment section below, how is your situation? Where are you right now? What does your city look like? And how do you cheer yourself up? How do you try to get a positive mindset about all this? Share your secrets, and let's all be positive and try to make the best out of this and go back to normal as soon as possible. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you soon on a bit more happier content. Bye, guys.